Here's a rule of thumb. When the music ain't good, the movie ain't good. Welcome back to another video of Everything Movies. I am Jefferson Cole, and I will be reviewing Snow White.
Who is the fairest of them all?
Famed is thy beauty, majesty. But a lovely maiden I now behold.
I look at you, and I just want to be.
Alright guys, so Snow White, I was a little iffy about going into this, but as you know, I'm a Disney fan and I kind of always grew up on Disney, and you know, it was kind of something I'm like, I'm iffy about. Actually, two big reasons. I hadn't seen any reviews. I had watched the movie when it first came out. I was not influenced by anybody's opinion about this movie. Like I said, I like Disney. I don't mind. I have no gripe against Disney unless it has anything to do with Marvel sometimes. But like, as far as their own products and their own like projects, I'm very like, okay, let me check it out. Now the live action movies, I'm starting to become leaning more on that side of, yeah, we should stop doing those because you know, it's more misses than hits. Anyway, I'm a big Disney fan at the end of the day, but I just think that for this movie, for me, honestly, truly, I just wasn't their audience. I think this movie was mainly geared towards the people that might have been like older than me, and then also people that maybe have some like nostalgia tied to this movie, because I do know this is Disney's first ever, well, this was an adaptation of Disney's first ever animated feature. This was a monumental thing for Disney's company, and Snow White was just, you know, it was classic. And so I'm like, okay, let me check it out. Me personally, I've seen the original, and I remember as a kid, I didn't really like it. You know, it was kind of slow, it was kind of boring for me, and the same thing happened here. The same kid that didn't really like the original is the same adult now that still is like, it was slow, it was kind of boring. And for me it was, and one of my biggest things whenever I go to a movie theater is that if I ever fall asleep in theaters, then the movie is like bad in my terms of opinion, you know, because I've only ever fallen asleep in a movie theater. If I've never seen it, I've ever only fallen asleep in a movie theater twice in my life. And all the times that I've been in the movies, I've only ever fallen asleep. And those two movies, I can name them because that's why I'm like, okay, they're like low tier in movies that I just don't consider as good. Actually, I consider them as very, very bad. That is, I hate to say it because I love Transformers, like the franchise as a whole. But Transformers Last Night, that movie right there put me to sleep. Another one that put me to sleep was Assassin's Creed, the 2017 movie. So yeah, when a movie can put you to sleep in theaters, that's never a good sign. This movie was directed by Marc Webb, and the thing is, I've seen that name before, and the reason why I know it is because of how big of a Spider-Man fan that I am. And I was like, oh, he was the director for one of the Spider-Man movies. So I'm like looking it up, and I'm like, oh, it was Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I have some mixed feelings about that movie. I love the third act. Like, I will watch that third act every day if I had to. You know, like that third act of that film is just amazing. Everything leading up to that is a snore fest, y'all. Like, me personally, this is my own personal opinion to Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I love Andrew Garfield's character in those films. I love what he does with the character Spider-Man. But that second movie is just very, very slow, and it takes forever to build up, and it takes forever to get to that good moment, like the final act with him versus Electro, him versus Green Goblin. And I'm like, the same thing happens here, like in this Snow White movie. Marc Webb is like, man, I don't know what he's building up to, but it's taking forever to get to it. I'm just like, dude, what is going on? This movie should not have been as long as it was. The original is not as long as this new one. What I will say is that I will give it props to not changing some of the stuff that happened in the original. Like the traditional things that happen, you're gonna see the true love's kiss. You're gonna see the biting the apple and dying and whatever and whatnot. You're gonna see all of that. Like everything that you see in the original, you will get it here. However, it's just gonna take much longer to get to that point. As far as the plot, I honestly, if I'm being honest, truthfully honest, I cannot tell you what was going on in this movie. I did fall asleep. I missed like a good middle chunk of it. I saw the beginning and I did like the build up. I like that they gave more background to her, to Snow White and parents. You know, it's a classic Disney movie, so you know the parents gotta die. You know that now she has this new responsibility of leading this kingdom, but as that is happening, it's different for Snow White. Like her kingdom gets taken over by evil queen, who is played by Gal Gadot. I was genuinely excited to see her. I was like, oh, it's been a minute since I've seen a Gal Gadot. Well, with her in a movie, I know she does pretty well in some of her stuff. I liked her in Wonder Woman. I liked her in that one Netflix film. I think it's called Red Notice. I liked her. There was another like murder mystery film. I think it's called Death on the Nile. I loved her in that film. And I'm like, yeah, I can see her as the evil the evil queen. Let's see what she got. I thought she did decent. I thought she did well. She brought the cartoony character to the queen. She made it a little bit more interesting for me. Like anytime she was on the screen, I was like locked in. For me, it's just that when Snow White like got to, you know, what happened? I think she just ran away from the kingdom. Like she ran away because I think her life was genuinely in danger because the queen was like, no, she's not trustworthy anymore. So she ran away, and then, oh no, I remember the queen tried to get somebody to kill Snow White, but then she got away. And then that's when she meets the trolls or the dwarves, the 7 dwarves. Then at that point in the movie, like I ended up falling asleep. Then when I woke up, there was like some random new characters that I was like, I don't remember them in the original, but it didn't matter because they weren't really, I don't know, like in the climax of the film, ending of the film, they didn't really make a difference. Like it was just like, it's still the original movie, and they were never there in the original movie, so they have no impact in the remake, I guess. So I'm like, I don't know. Like by the end of the movie, I was like, okay, it's over. I genuinely did feel like I wasted my money at the movie theaters, and I definitely should have listened and watched some other recommendations that people have been telling me, oh, you should go review this, you should go review that. I was actually trying to go watch another movie, but they didn't have it at the theater that I normally like to go to because it's close by and this and that and the other. But anyway, I will be looking into other movies, and I do take your recommendations. Anybody that watches my videos, I do take your recommendations, and I would love to watch some things that you think that I should come out and review with. Other than that, I think this movie was, I'm not gonna hold you, it was bad. It was not great. The music, I can barely, well, let me say the opening song was like, it got me a little bit excited for the music. But after that, I was just like, no, this ain't really that good. Even Gal Gadot's song was like, I'm like, I don't really see her as a singer, nor do I see her as like a musical type person, you know? So I just don't think that the music was all that good, and it definitely did not carry the movie for me, because knowing me, I'm a very big music fan, and like if you got some good music but the plot is like a little bit bad, actually a lot of it bad, I could still watch the movie and still be like, okay, I got through it. Yeah, overall, I just did not like the music. I didn't really like the pacing of the film. It was very, very slow. I literally fell asleep in the movie, and I never do that. I literally never do that. It's been whenever the Assassin's Creed movie came out, and then whenever the Transformers Last Night came out, those were the only 2 times that I've ever fallen asleep, and I'm pretty sure it's been almost 10 years since that's happened. Well, now this just broke the record. 2025 was now the new last time when I've fallen asleep in a movie theater. That is all for this video, for today's video. If you like my review, and if you do plan on seeing Snow White, please wait until Disney Plus. And then even then, I don't think the wait is going to be that long. So just wait until Disney Plus and then watch it with a group of friends, so then you could talk and like kind of make it a little bit more exciting, because the movie's like, when I tell you the movie is slow, it is slow. You do not want to be sitting by yourself watching this movie like I was. That is all for this video. Please drop a like, comment below if you like Disney, or if you have seen this movie, if you want to talk bad about it, or if you want to talk good, if you like some stuff, let me know. I did miss a big portion of it. Well, not a big portion, but like maybe like 15, 20. I wouldn't say 20, 15. I probably missed that much of it. And let me know what I missed, you know? And then also just drop a like, share the video if you think other people might want to be interested in this review or interested in going to see the movie. And that'll be all. As always, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell so you can get the next notification for my next video. And I will see you all next time.